Hello, welcome back to my channel Lomzy Sews. In today's sewing tutorial, I will show you how I made this flay dress with frills. If that's what you like to learn, make sure not to skip any part of this video. It's a very simple tutorial and is beginner friendly. If you have been wanting to learn how to make flay dresses, then this tutorial is for you. I made this with 2.5 yards of African fabric. If you're using maybe crepe or all those type of fabric, you can use like 2 yards. If you're on the plus size, you can use like 3 yards. So first I'm going to be cutting the one side first, either the front or the back. So I folded my fabric just once, that's into two, and I made sure the width of what I folded is like 20 inches. So with this I'm going to be starting. First, I'm going to square out a line. This line will serve as the shoulder line, and then I'm going to take the shoulder to the armhole length. I'll mark it, and also shoulder to the length of the flare dress. I want the full length to be 40 inches minus 5 inches for the frill, which is 35, and I added ½ inch sewing allowance to that, which made it 35.5 inches. So if you want yours to be shorter, you can make it shorter. You know, in the one everybody has been requesting is very short, but I don't want mine to be very short like that. So next thing, I'm going to divide the shoulder divided by 2, and I drop it on the armhole length. I'm so sorry this chalk is not showing as it's supposed to. So sorry about that, but if you have been watching my video, you should understand. And next, I'm going to make the neck width of 3 inches and the shoulder slope of 1.5 inches, and I'll go ahead and connect this like so. Next, I'm going to make the neck depth of 1 inch for the back, and for the front I'm going to make it 3.5 inches and connect it. Next, I'm going to get the circumference of the bust divided by 4 plus ½ inch for ease, and then at the hem I'll make the hem to be 19 inches. You can make yours to be more if you're on the plus size. So I'll go ahead and connect the side seam. There's no waistline here because we don't need any waistline. It's a flare dress. So on the hem I'm going to come up by 3 inches, and then this is almost ready. Next, I'm going to mark the armhole curve. So come in for the front ½ inch and connect it like this, and then I'm going to add ½ inch sewing allowance to all of them. So first I'm going to cut out the back first. You can see the neckline of the front and the armhole is here, so I'm cutting out the back first, and with the back I'll use it to cut out the front. The difference between the back and the front is just the neckline and the armhole curve. That's all. Remember, this is a flare dress, so it doesn't need a zip. This is it. After cutting it out, I'm going to place my fabric into 2 again, and then I'm going to place this back side on it and cut it out. You can decide to cut the both of them at the same time, but because I want to save my fabric, that's why I'm cutting it one after the other. So if you want to do otherwise, it's up to you. So I'm cutting out the neckline of the back now. After cutting out the neckline and the armhole for the back, I will now cut out the neckline and the armhole line for the front. So with this, the dress is ready. Next, I'm going to cut out pockets. You know, it has pockets, so I'm just going to simply place my hand like this and just give allowance and cut out for my pockets. I don't like too much really when I'm cutting my pockets. I just go ahead and just use my hand, place it like this. If you have been watching my video, you will understand this is how I basically cut my side pocket. So I'm going to come down ½ inch and measure 5.5 inches for the hand entry. So this is where the hand will enter from, which is 5.5 inches. So I've cut out 4 pieces, 2 pieces for one side and 2 pieces for the other side. So let's go to the machine. So first of all, I'm going to mark where I'm adding the pockets. I came down 19 inches. So this is where the pocket will start from. So here I'm going to place the first notch on the fabric to align it to the material like this, and then stitch the 5.5 inches I marked for the hand entering. After sewing this, next I'm going to notch this place. Make sure you notch this place properly so that the pocket will relax properly, but make sure not to cut your thread. So after notching it properly, I'm going to go ahead, flip this like this and understitch it. This is very important so that the pocket will relax properly. Also, I'm going to also turn it over again and top stitch it. So see how I've folded it over? Can you see how it's looking now? Then you top stitch it using 0.25 inches, and then you're going to bring the pocket covering, that's the second side of the pocket, and you're going to place it right sides facing together like this. You align it and you're going to baste it first. Just baste this place so that it will stay on the fabric. I hope you understand what I mean. Next, you will sew close the pocket bag. So this time around, I'm just going to sew around the pocket bag where the pocket is, where your hand enters. You're just going to sew it round to close it. And that is basically it. The pocket is ready. Next, I'm going to place the front and back together like so, right side facing together, sew the shoulder and the side seam. The same thing on the other side, sew the shoulder and the side seam. So after sewing it, this is how it's looking. So next I'm going to take down 7 inches from the shoulder. This is where the pleated sleeve will be. So here is where it's going to stop and start. So I'm going to, what I have here is 6 inches. First of all, you're going to close this place and stitch this place, and then you're turning it over the other side and you're going to pleat it. When you finish pleating it, make sure it's the same measurement with what you have notched on the armhole. So this is it. I'm going to go to my machine now and place this here and sew it on it like this, and then I'm going to use the bias to hem all around the armhole. So this is it after sewing it. Can you see I use the bias to hem all around the armhole? So next is for us to sew the fringe on the lower part. So whatever the balance of this you have, that's what you're going to have, and you're going to add sewing allowance to that. So you're either going to fold this into two, or you're going to overlock it and fold it once and sew it. So after doing that, you're going to go to your machine and you're going to start pleating this. You just keep pleating it randomly until you're done. And that is it, guys. This dress is ready. For all the people that requested I make this video, I hope you understood and you learned something new. If you did, let me know in the comment section, and also let me know where you're watching me from, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.